coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze, and birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. The front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
I apologize. I forgot to hit the thing. Or actually, I think I did hit the thing. It just didn't take. I was saying good morning to Lorianne, Karen, Roy, Jessica. Good morning to you all. Excuse me. Jeanette, good morning. Yeah, I'm while I'm doing stuff and the song's playing, I don't think you guys want to hear the clicking. So I hit the mute, and then when I unclicked the mute, it must not have, like, maybe I was off a little bit. Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot. I'm a big dumb moron. It happens. We do have a couple people watching us on Restream this morning. Oh, we got, yeah, 4 people. Thank you to all of you over there. I do appreciate it. We got some people watching us on X, so thank you, thank you. Canoe Tipper is cheers from New Brunswick, where it is beautifully sunny and -6. Oh, you stay warm out there. Don't tip that canoe over today. That would be cold. But everything's frozen, so I think you'll be all right. uh, so yeah, it's a funny morning. Bubbles. Uh, yesterday, Bubbles was denied. And this is why I tell people don't worry about the motions in these cases. Hey, good morning, Tim. Dwayne, good morning. Yeah, don't worry about these motions. Like, they're not insignificant, but if you're trying to do it as wins and losses, yeah, then they become insignificant. All they determine is how everything's going to go. Oh, we got Yoda in here. Good morning. Everyone should go to Uncle Frank's Kids and subscribe. They have started their nonprofit, and I did see the pictures, Yoda. I just haven't responded yet. They are set up the nonprofit so they can keep taking all the disabled children off to uh, go fishing. So that's a great thing that they're doing down there. And yeah, Yoda and Miss Yoda are doing some great work. So, sorry, I got someone driving by. Okay. There was someone over in my neighbor's thing this morning, but I had a business meeting, so I didn't get a chance to go over. So I'm going to drive over there later on today. It could have been what's it? A coyote, though. So that's why I wasn't freaking out. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're doing great work over there. But yeah, back to Bubbles. Why is my thing not working? What? There we go.
And as for your case, don't you worry. I've argued in front of every judge in the state, often as a lawyer.
So Bubbles, the problem. Don't worry about the wins and losses with the motions. Don't worry about what is accepted, what is denied. It just all they're doing right now is determining what evidence is going to be used, how it's going to be used, and how the trial is going to go. And I saw someone say that it's they were posting in the fake group that it's going to be a bench trial. No, it's not. This is not prime for a bench trial. No, like Jeremy would be stupid to accept a bench trial. Like, they've already said they want a jury trial. They're not going to budge from that. So you have that right. So him as the plaintiff, he has that right. So only if Jeremy says, "Oh, I'll take a different type of trial," it's going to be a jury trial. Do you know if the judge goes in a particular order? That's all up to the judge. The judge has so much leeway. It's his courtroom. He can run things. He can wait until the day before the trial and then rule on all those motions all at once. He can. Yep. Uncle Frank's Kids, they're going to be buying a cargo trailer. The Indian tribe is throwing in on it. So we've got a lot of people helping for a good thing. So if you all donate to Uncle Frank's fundraiser that we have, that's where that money is now going. And that was Yoda and his wife's their determination on what they wanted to do with that money. I said, look, I'll raise it. I don't care. Whatever you guys want to do. If they said we want to take a cruise, I gave them that, like, I set it up to where they could do that. They're the bereaved. They want to remember Uncle Frank in the way they want to. So that's what they're doing. And any money you guys donate, that's where it's going. So yeah, back to the motion with It's just determining how this thing is going to go. But Bubbles, Bubbles. He is. What is this? Oh, yeah. Bubbles is. Is the sound okay? I'm messing with the things here, so let me know if it changes. um, 17 denials. Yeah, but it really doesn't matter. Some of those denials he had to file and get a denial simply so that he could potentially appeal later. That, some of those you put it in knowing it's going to be denied. You just have to do it so it becomes a part of the court record. However, his most recent motion, it was absolutely stupid, and I told people it was stupid. Forget about the Gainesville to Gainesville. Okay, let's set aside, and that is incredibly stupid. But let's set that aside. Let's say he was trying to move from. Let's say the trial was going to be in Pensacola, and he wanted to move to Gainesville. Okay, you got denied by the judge. The judge said no, and then he refiles the motion for reconsideration with nothing new really added. Attorney Worm. But that wasn't the reason for denial. So it's, of course, the judge had to deny it because he didn't bring anything of substance based upon his previous denial. And that's what the judge was saying. This is unnecessary. And I said it was stupid because he's annoying this judge. Here, I'm trying to pull it up as I go. Credit to Max Lab. Max Lab, when he gets this stuff, he sends it to us. I'd never ask him to. He sends it to me. He actually sends it to all of us. But yeah, I want to. The court also made clear in its prior order it would consider holding pretrial hearings in Gainesville upon request of the parties. There has been no request for such a Gainesville hearing that has been denied. So yeah, already said it'll be in Gainesville if you request it. And I didn't deny you. So why are you making a new motion? Like, it's dumb. It is so dumb. So you're just pissing off the judge. Great strategy, dumbass. Friggin' I love Max Lab too. He's a good dude. As you guys saw, I sent him a Veteran Nation shirt. He was very, very thankful for that. But yeah, Max Lab, when he gets information, that you're seeing people out there. Oh, I found this out. It's like, okay, well, what do you want? A cookie? When you find information, when you share it publicly, it becomes public information. Max, I know Max sends stuff to me. He sends it to Georgie. I know he sent stuff to Squid in the past. I know he has sent stuff to Megan and Tug. He wants information to get out there. He wants to help Jeremy, and that's why he does it. Other people forget the judge said he would consider being in Gainesville, but not say it shall be if BBB pisses off the judge. He has the right to help. Absolutely. All this area is the District of Gainesville. So wherever there's a federal courthouse or even federally owned property, if there is a place suitable to have a trial, the judge can have it there if he chooses. The judge has such a wide latitude of discretion. That's kind of the good and bad thing about U.S. law is these judges have a lot of power. When you have a problem is when you have a rogue judge who does not feel that they are beholden to the law, and we've seen that. We saw it with Grudge Judge. He knew, I can do whatever, and he was doing whatever, but he also then crossed lines. I wonder if BBB will tell LMNOP not to go to her depot. That would be stupid. That would be incredibly stupid. They already missed one. The judge won't give an extension. He's stalling big time. That's it. That is everything that he's trying to do. Everything is trying to interrupt this process, and it's just going to piss the judge off. If they don't show to the deposition, the judge will hold them in contempt. I'm very I'm I would say 90% certain that will happen because they've already dodged one deposition. The judge is going to be like, "Look, we're in the discovery phase. We need to get people on the record. This is getting ridiculous." And all they're going to do is piss off the judge. Why should the judge inconvenience himself? You're getting a look into the psychology of Bubbles. Bubbles has a very inflated self-importance. So, and this does happen with many attorneys. Well, you can't tell me what to do. Well, that's the judge. Yeah, the judge can tell you what to do. He can. There are limits. There are limits to the judge's power, but once he's in the courtroom, it and the thing is, if the judge orders stuff that is illegal, uh, there's a very convoluted process that can be undone, can be appealed, all that stuff, and yeah, it'll be hard to do. Amanda Martin's depot, that will be interesting. But that was that's the key to Jeremy getting all of his money back. He is going to be able to sue Levy County and get all that money back. So, I mean, Levy County and the sheriff and the DA doing what they're doing, like I said back then, that's stupid. These are 14th Amendment violations. Not a smart thing to do. Not a smart thing. Sorry, I'm just reading some news here. People are trying to get Elon Musk removed from Doge. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Like the the president has a very wide latitude. Yeah, that's what Jeremy said. She was apologizing. Yeah. Lisa, Marla Hughes, Robbie, Russ the Sus, Rhett. Yep, they haven't showed. They will be made to show. Them saying that they won't is just stupid. Because if they don't show for the second time, yeah, Randy Shockett is going to go for contempt. And at that point, all of their public statements will be thrown into the judge for his sentencing. Yep, 1983 civil rights lawsuit. That's what Jeremy's going to have, and that will not go to trial. Levy County would be so stupid to take that to trial when Jeremy files it. They will settle that, and Jeremy should say, "Okay, you need to pay all of my legal fees that I've had through this whole process," and Levy County would be behooved to pay it. And because again, if he does do that lawsuit, will be part of damages. So Jeremy will get all that money back. It'll just take time, It'll just take time. This has been going on for well over a year. We're coming up on 2 years. So Jeremy's patience will pay off. And what's funny about it, at any point, John and Lynette could have stopped. That's why I have no sympathy for him. Wow, we've got more people watching on X this morning. Good morning. We're talking about the Jeremy Hales federal case down in Florida. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys all being here. Let's see how many we got on Rumble. People are not on Rumble at the moment. It could be, yeah, everyone kind of, well, actually, it's not saying. So people on Rumble might have checked off. I can't wait until Restream puts my Rumble stats in here, and then I don't have to go back and forth. I think they'll. Oh yeah, they'll they will. They will reschedule them, and yeah, the judge. I think with the new, if Randy asks for it, the new subpoena the judge will probably say, if you do not show, you will be immediately held in contempt. A bench warrant will be issued. And that's not smart also to have a federal bench warrant issued against you. Gator Boy was told by some of the state attorney, old Robbie, to find a Florida attorney. Yep, he was. So dumb. So dumb by these guys. Like, to thumb your nose at a federal judge. I got a friend of mine, his grandfather was a federal judge. And we were talking about this. And yeah, he was like, they did what? And I was like, oh, yeah. So I do want to talk about this. So this here was last night. Hold on, there we go. So this was from last night's Otter Creek, and this is obviously the screenshot comes from Thomas Collins Living the Country Life, his channel. I don't like what Thomas does, but Thomas has been an instigator for a long time, but he's I think with some of the threats, he's finally starting to back off and do things smarter. Well, this is DJ Radis, and DJ Radis was giving him the finger. And right here's my comment. Pretty stupid move to do that. Some people would do it. Some people, are agreeing with me. Here's the thing about it. Like, I am concerned. Here's what I think is actually going to happen with DJ Radis and Thomas. There's been contention before, and I don't think either of these two operate in a smart fashion. I think it's probably going to come to blows. I don't think either of them are going to de-escalate, and it'll escalate until it's a physical altercation, which I think is stupid. I think, DJ Radis giving the finger, yeah, he's got a right to, but it's also stupid. It shows that he's willing to escalate this. And if it does get to something, you're essentially giving TC a defense. That's why I would never do something like that. I don't think, I would never want there to be any gray area. I would, much like Jeremy, I would want to be on the side of what's right. All the people complaining about things Jeremy does, none of it is a gray area. None of it is. The only people who are saying it is are people who don't know the law. Yeah, Gary, GPS data will be interesting. And yeah, that will solidify some things. But they're going to fight tooth and nail to keep that out. So just be prepared for that. Yeah, the Ohio judge is not going to deal. She is not going to be happy about those threats. He's not an Ohio attorney. He's not involved in the case. He does legally represent Lynette, so she can be held liable for his comments. And I know people have told me that's third-party communication. No, it is not. When you hire a lawyer as your legal representative, they are speaking as if it is you speaking. Now, in a court of law, that lawyer has a lot of leeway. They have to give a very passionate defense, a very thorough defense. So they have leeway in a court of law, but this was not in a court of law. And this was not in a matter that she has hired him to represent her. So that judge can, decide to bring up whatever they want to read that however she wants to read that. She could say, no, this is John Lynette. This is if you guys were talking, and I find these threats to be an affront to the court. Biscuit Boy will set DJ racist up. Yeah, he will. He will. He's not smart enough to realize he's being set up. Jeremy was smart enough to realize when John Lynette were doing things and that's why Jeremy went and got a CPO. That's why he sent a cease and desist. Jeremy did things right to show I'm de-escalating. They are escalating. And yeah, DJ Radis is dumb enough to he's dumb enough to fall right into their trap, and he's escalating. I would, if I were a friend to him, I would tell him, dude, stop. Stop. Like, you can go there, you can record, do not interact with TC at all. Don't interact with him. But if this does come to blows, TC now has this. He can use this as evidence against him. Does he have a free speech right? Yeah, but he could show, look, this guy was antagonizing me. You know, yeah, you have free speech and you have that right, but with with great responsibility with great power comes great responsibility. That's the beauty of the government. They give us the freedom to have free speech, but we also are responsible for our free speech. This giving him the finger doesn't rise to the level of fighting words, but it is enough to show that if something were to happen off camera, TC could say, this is what he was doing on camera. Imagine what he did off camera. And that's where it becomes a problem. Yeah, Jeremy went back to doing his storage unit videos, which is, that was, if I ever had a goal, that's what it was. And you know what's funny is, like, I'll watch Jeremy's storage video content. Some of it's good, but that's not what I watch Jeremy for. You know, I've enjoyed a lot of Jeremy's things. I love his interactions with George, where they're going back and forth. I did watch the video the other day. I would have loved to see more of those cops. I know he put little snippets of it, but yeah, those type of things are really what I do watch a lot of. You know, you guys know I watch a lot of cop interaction videos. I watch a lot of dash cam videos. Um, you know, if I ever start reselling, I will watch a lot more of Jeremy's stuff. And you know, I've already had a couple really interesting conversations with Brett about just a lot of this stuff. You know, me and Brett, we see things a lot alike because we're both military guys, like career military guys. So I do enjoy talking with him. Well, Patrick, that's because that attorney is making it complicated. And I mean, that can be a strategy. And I said, good luck with that. Good luck. That's all you. I don't think it's a smart strategy. I don't think it's smart at all. Wow, we got 135 people watching. Uh, Slightly more on X. Thank you guys. I do appreciate it. We got people watching on Rumble again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate all the comments and questions this morning. So he was a Connecticut lawyer, but to avoid his Connecticut bar complaints, he is now switched to his Massachusetts. He was licensed in both states. So he's now got his LLC based out of Massachusetts, and he started that LLC because that was him hedging his bets, because he can be held accountable for a lot of this stuff. And that's how many times have I told you guys, you should have a business. You should start an LLC. Every veteran should have an LLC because it's protection. LLC is limited liability company. It limits your liability. You know, if you're doing something and someone, you know, gets injured, either legally injured or personally injured, your limited liability, you can be like, oh no, that was a company thing. Now they have to sue the company, and you don't have to worry about losing your house, losing your retirement. It is incredibly smart to have a business and to have it legally formed. Mine is not an LLC. Mine is actually what they call a C Corp, common stock company. Yeah, my pleasure, Karen. Yeah, everyone, please like. I appreciate the comments. You know, the people who watch on replays, I do try to keep up with the comments. I was getting some from the video that the short that I put out yesterday, the person whose audio I used was not happy. And it's like, sorry, dude. And he was like, are you going to keep using me for content? And I'm like, you keep making content about me? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to use you for content. Like, are you stupid? You think I'm going to allow you to do hours long streams and I'm not going to comment? But, you know, what that guy likes to do is to throw a lot of daggers my way. And I ignore a lot of it. But I might, like he was he was complaining that I put the picture of Harley Grace up. I don't care. I've said many times, I will keep putting that picture up because they are exploiting the child and they hate that I put the picture up. And I've told them, keep exploiting the child and I'll keep putting the picture up. And it's every time I see something about that child, guess what I do? I throw that picture up. They hate it. They've reported it. It's not within. I'm not outside of any legal or moral authority by putting that picture up. But he has a problem with it because he's looking for ways to attack me. Um, but I will absolutely put that picture up. And then if he does a live stream about it for hours, has he called DCF? No, no, he hasn't called. He doesn't care about the child. He hasn't done anything to help. I have. I've tried to. I've sent letters. I've made a public phone call. Um, but yeah, he's looking for ways to attack me, and it's like you keep doing content about me. Yeah, the thing is, I don't really think about them. But when people send me clips, if it's a slow day, yeah, I'll make some content. But then he jumps into the comments on the video just with a pity party. These people will do stuff and talk about you and trash you and everything. And then when you do the same thing back, how dare you? It's like he is just like the leeches, just like them. Because that's their tactic. And it's so stupid. It is so stupid. I'm gonna be wrapping this up though. I gotta get going on with my day. Uh, I'll be in Georgie and Coop's chat. They in an hour they'll be going live. Everyone is like, "Who's Georgie and Coop?" Like, Georgie is the Wilburns, and Coop is Mr. Coop. They've been on this channel plenty of times. I've been on their channel plenty of times. We post the links. Um, Maybe one of the mods, if you guys can post their links, if I can, I'll jump into their chat. I will be listening. I might not be commenting. It all goes by. If people are in my office, I can't be commenting and talking. Um, and yeah, I get people in and out of my office especially in the morning. They accuse they accuse people of things that they actually do and say, yeah, oh yeah, they're like, we're doing this. And then when someone does it to them, how dare they? Yeah, there's Georgie's Wilburn family vlogs. We're the If you follow her, we're the Wilgoons. My audience, you guys are the support squad. Hashtag support squad. And there's Coops. I don't know what we need to call Coops Coops fans. We need a name and some branding. Uh, People voting for the 3 seats in Otter Creek: Russell Meek Sr., Don Severino, Lynette Preston. So 3 going for the 2-year seats. I can't believe she is that big of an idiot. You know what? Everyone should vote for her, put her on the board, so then they can go after her. And then for the 1-year seat, Stewart, and so Laura Mott has 1 year remaining of her term, so she'll remain on the board. Okay, but I don't think this is the full list. Oh, okay, here's the full list. So for the 2-year seat, Zim Paget, Rex Woods, Jeffrey Berry, Russell Meek Sr., Don Severino, Lynette Preston. For the 1-year seat, it's Carl Hughes and Stewart. There you go. So Lynette Preston did not make it onto the ballot. But she did, I think she did. If MP gets clerk or voted for council member, Jerem will not be able to attend because of his bogus RO. No, it doesn't. It would not override government officials from doing their job. Inference of government duties is illegal. Yeah, no, sorry. That is not how it works for Anonymous posting that. And they turn off comments because they're wrong. They're wrong. If you're a government official and you've harassed somebody and you now have a protection order against you, it doesn't matter that you have duties. You're the restrained party. And you're saying that a citizen can't come in to participate in a government action? If that were the case, every government official would be harassing people that they don't like to get a restraining order. That's not how that works. So these dummies, that side is legally, I don't want to say legally incompetent. They're just legally stupid. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much for all the comments and questions. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, a bunch of you guys. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the Rumble. The Rumble or for those of you who are at YouTube, I imagine that you're subscribing at YouTube. But I see we got people on X subscribe to both the Rumble and YouTube, Veteran Nation. And for those on YouTube, please subscribe to the Rumble if you would, please. Or just follow me on X, Veteran_Nation. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.